Get ready for a bold shift in economic policy, as Nigel Farage is set to ignite a fiery debate with his upcoming speech. But here's where it gets controversial. The reform leader is promising a sweeping bonfire of business regulations, aiming to position deregulation as the cornerstone of his economic vision. This move, however, comes with a surprising twist. Farage is stepping back from his previous pledge to deliver £90 billion in tax cuts, a decision that's sure to spark discussion. And this is the part most people miss. While he's doubling down on deregulation, Farage is also recalibrating his party's fiscal strategy to address concerns about credibility, after experts questioned the feasibility of his £350 billion spending cut promises. In his London speech, Farage will argue that the UK has failed to capitalise on Brexit's potential to deregulate and boost competitiveness. He'll claim that regulations have become even more burdensome since 2016, stifling growth and innovation. Here's the bold claim. He'll declare that Reform UK will become the most pro-business, pro-entrepreneurship government in modern British history, promising well-paid jobs and a shift in attitude toward work, wealth creation, and success. But how will this play out in practice? Farage insists his party will bring in experts to streamline governance and free businesses to thrive, but critics may question whether this approach truly benefits workers or just corporate interests. On the tax front, Farage is taking a more cautious tone. He'll explain that tax cuts will only come after public spending is reined in and borrowing costs drop, a pragmatic shift from his earlier zeal. This recalibration is part of a broader effort to flesh out reform's domestic policies, countering the perception that the party is solely focused on migration. But here's the counterpoint. While Farage is returning to his deregulatory roots, he's also flirted with state intervention, such as promising to nationalize half the water industry and softening his stance on trade unions. This ideological tightrope walk reflects the party's struggle to balance its economically liberal instincts with the need to appeal to disenfranchised voters in Labour strongholds. Monday's speech marks a strategic pivot, but it's not without challenges. Economists warn that Farage's spending cut promises, like his claim that abandoning net zero could save £45 billion annually, may be unrealistic, as experts note much of this figure relies on private sector investment, not public spending. So, here's the question for you. Is Farage's deregulation first approach the key to economic growth, or does it risk undermining public services and worker protections? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. Agree or disagree? This debate is far from over.